Hello everyone. Today we're going to be dissecting an owl pellet from our great horned owl. Now owls, unlike most birds, do not have a crop. That's a bag-like organ that they use to store food for later. So instead, the food goes straight from their mouth down into their gizzard. And a gizzard is an organ with digestive fluids and bits of gravel and sand that the owl will purposely pick up so that way it can help grind down their food. Now, owls can dissolve things like muscle, fat, skin, organs from the animals that they eat, but they can't digest down the harder stuff, things like teeth and bones and claws, fur, feathers, that sort of thing. So what the gizzard will do then is once it digests down all of the good stuff, it will take all the stuff that the owl cannot eat and it will form it into a compact pellet. And then everything else will go down through the digestive tract and be ejected from their vent. If you've ever seen bird waste, it's usually this white substance which is called urea. It's like our urine, but it's a lot more concentrated and a little bit of brown stuff, the feces. So you can imagine that it would be difficult to excrete things that they can't digest down, like teeth and bones. So this is a way for owls to get rid of the stuff that they can't digest by compacting it all down into this nice pellet here. And then anywhere between 6 up to 20 hours, they will make this almost a coughing motion, and they will move the owl pellet from their gizzard all the way out and expel it. Now, the reason why these are so cool is researchers will then take a look at owl pellets and they can determine what the animal is eating then, which is pretty neat. You can see these are all different colors, and that's because it's different colored fur. For our great horned owl, we feed him a variety of rodents, and rodents, of course, have different colored fur. Some are white, some are black, some are brown, some are a mixture of it. Here you can actually see right on top this really cool jawbone with the teeth still intact. So what I'm going to be doing is just opening this up and taking a look and seeing what we can find as far as the bones and stuff. So here you can see lots of little bones. Here's another part of a jawbone. All these little bits of bones, and the reason again why they're all separated from each other is they will digest down the tissue with the digestive juices in the gizzard, but also all those little bits of gravel and sand that they'll pick up. Oh, looks like that might be a piece of a skull. But you can see there's absolutely no flesh or muscle or fat or organs. It's literally just fur and bones. See how dry and crumbly it is. Oh, here's another jawbone. Teeth. Just lots of little bones right now. Nothing too big. Sometimes you will find an entire skull, which again is great for researchers when they're trying to figure out what an animal is eating, because you can imagine all these tiny little bones would be hard to figure out. Here we got a little feather. Sometimes we will give our owl small birds. Now all of our food comes to us already dead and frozen, and whenever we need something, this is the same for our snakes, our bigger lizards, our crocodilians, our turtles that eat this sort of thing, is all we do is thaw them out in a pitcher with warm water, let them defrost, and then feed it to them. It's a nice big bone here. So we like to give our animals a variety of food because that's what they would get out in the wild. Oh, here's a vertebrae. That's pretty neat. You can imagine if you had to eat the same thing over and over again, you'd be missing good nutrition and you would be missing just variety, right? Imagine eating the same thing over and over again. Now it looks like some of those were mice bones before, and now this looks like he got a rat. You can see the bones are much, much bigger now in this pellet versus the other two that I pulled apart. A nice big jawbone. More vertebrae. It looks to be just about everything, but as you can see, it's just fur and bones. Pretty awesome stuff. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit the zoo and check out all of our awesome animals.